Hi there, and welcome to the fourth week of the Campus Consultancy Health and Wellbeing Challenge. In this video, I want to talk to you about how you can evaluate and reflect on this experience, but really also use this framework to reflect on any experience. And the reason we evaluate and reflect is we don't just want to go through things, we want to grow through things. We want to learn the lessons and figure out what do we want to keep doing in the future, what do we want to stop doing and start doing. So I want to run you through the 6 letters of the Gibbs reflection cycle. Now these 6 letters are DFEACA. Describe D, feelings F, evaluate E, analyze A, conclude C, and action plan A. So DFEACA. I wish I could think of a cool acronym for that. I cannot, so we're just going to go with the letters. So here's what we want you to think about. So this week and this month really has all been about building healthy habits. So in the first letter, D, we just want you to describe, what did you do this month? What time did you wake up? What did you do for exercise? Did you change what you were eating or sleeping or drinking? Just describe it. And in the D stage, it's just very factual and there's no real judgment. It's something that if an observer was to be there and sort of like see you throughout the month, they're the sort of things that they'd say you got up to. So that's the D. DF. The F stands for feelings. So in the Gibbs reflection cycle, when you look at your feelings, we want to know, how do you feel about that? How did you feel in terms of your energy is a great way to think about it. When you were waking up, did you have really high energy or did you feel like your energy was being drained? When you were exercising, you started walking or running or swimming or cycling or doing yoga, what sort of feelings did that generate? And what we're looking for there is, are there moments and are there feelings of joy and love and passion and excitement? What are those positive feelings? And were there any negative feelings, even if they were short-term or long-term? So that's the D and the F, describe and then feeling. The E is next, and E stands for evaluate. In this stage, we want to know if you think it was good or was it bad. So if you felt those sort of feelings of like, oh, I felt discomfort. Okay, cool. What did you do? I did yoga for the first time. D. How did you feel? I felt discomfort. Okay. Evaluate. Was that good or bad? Well, initially I felt kind of weird about it, but then after the 7th session, I realized I was much better and I was more flexible. It's like, okay, that might be a good thing, even though it was a negative in the short term. Other things you might say, look, I started running, I tried it for a month, I'm not a runner. Well, fair enough, that's fine. So in the E stage, well, are these things good or bad? And are they things that you think you'd want to keep in the future or maybe stop? The next step is the A, and this is analyze. Now sometimes this is confusing. What's the difference between evaluate and analyze? Evaluate says, was it good or bad? Analyze says, why was it good or bad? Why did you enjoy it? So if you got really into yoga and after the 7th session it started to work, so why did I enjoy that? You're like, well, I did a bit of research and I started reading a book about it. I called a friend who's a yogi and they gave me a couple of tips. And so you might learn a couple of things, not only about what you did, but about how you learn and what works well for you in health and well-being. So in the analyze stage, dig into it a little bit. Ask yourself the questions. Why did I enjoy it? Why didn't I enjoy it? Why did this thing work for me this month? Final 2 stages, the C and the A. And these are conclude and create an action plan. So in the conclusion stage, we want you to sum up everything above. What across all those thoughts, those feelings, the evaluation, what are the things that you can pull out of this? And a good way to think for the conclusion is keep, stop, start. What are the things you're going to keep? What are the things you're going to stop doing? And what are the things you're going to start doing? And then very finally is your action plan. And in your action plan, you're looking at, okay, if I've built these habits this month, if I've kickstarted it, or I've experimented with a few things, what am I going to do for the next month? Because health and well-being doesn't stop at the end of this month. It keeps going. And what we wanted to do this month is dive into it. We wanted you to have fun. We wanted you to play around with it. We had our wonderful dinner. We had the Canva team come in and say how important this stuff is into your career, as well as for your entire life. So in the final stage in your action plan, think about for the next month, for October as we look forward, what are you going to keep and how are you going to keep it? What does that look like in your calendar? In the action plan, an action plan is not an action plan without a calendar. So in this stage, we want to know a bit of a reflection on what's going into your calendar for next month. Are you going to set another goal? And then how are you going to pursue that goal as well? So that's the process, 6 stages, Gibbs reflection cycle. Describe it, tell us about your feelings, tell us about a little bit in there around the evaluation, was it good or bad? Analyze it, why was it good or bad? Conclude, pull some findings out, keep, stop, start, and then tell us your action plan for the next month. Now, that process with any sort of learning can be really helpful to reinforce it and really understand it and communicate it. So don't forget, we're asking for you to please post in the group. Post in the group before Thursday at midnight, 11:59 p.m. to be eligible to win the prize personal training session with Mac PT on Friday when that will be announced. So you've got all of this week. This week's a little bit different. You've got all this week to keep pushing forward with your habits, keep putting things out into the world. And then before Thursday, at any point, post in the group, put a photo in, put a video in, or just write up a text post. Think of it like a tweet. And just let us know, what did you get up to this month? Run through the 6 stages of the Gibbs reflection cycle if you fancy, or just free text, free thought. What did you learn? What did you get up to? And then how has your health and well-being improved? That was our goal, improved health and well-being. So please make sure you let us know, how has it improved this month in any way? We can't wait to hear from you. Thank you for being with us this month, and we look forward to being with you again soon. Speak soon.